Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to give out advice to content creators dealing with hate comments. A lot of us, if not all of us, is going to deal with it. It's one of those things that, people get so upset and so riled up over a video that they feel like that leaving a hate comment is going to help things, and it's honestly a waste of time, in my opinion, leaving a hate comment. That's why, for the most part, because I know people probably would ask me, have I ever left a hate comment? And I'm trying to think. I think the one and only time, it wasn't even really a hate comment. It was just more so like I was mad at the video because it wasn't helpful. Like, it was titled something, but it had absolutely nothing to do with the title. The guy was just like, so pretty much it was a video on like how to fix some issue with like these old iPads at the time, because this is some years ago. And I was having an issue. I think it was like my iPad couldn't connect to my computer properly or whatever, and so I clicked on this video thinking that it was going to help, and then, the guy was just talking about some old random stuff. It had nothing to do with the video. And I remember that video, I don't remember what he was saying, but I just remember that video and stuff because that was like one of the first times where I had disliked the video. It was like the first and last time I actually had disliked the video and had issues, and but the thing is this though, what I don't do to set myself up for failure is keep continuously going back to that content creator, because I really don't know whether that guy is still making videos or not. I probably did watch one of his if he specializes in like how-to videos, I probably did see one of his videos. It might have helped me, it might have not helped me, but yeah, I'm like, I don't be wasting my time going back and forth to a person's social media accounts or YouTube, whatever it is, leaving like numerous hate comments. But I think that's what I had said was like, next time, talk on the issue and stop talking on some old random stuff. And then, I left it at that. Disliked the video. And that was like the one and only time I had to say I've ever have done something along those lines. And even when doing reaction videos, depending on who the person is, like if it's somebody that's going out and they saying some wild and outlandish stuff, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll probably would crack some jokes. But the thing is this, I'm not going to be like disrespectful when I'm telling this person to like kill themselves or calling them out their names or saying something racist or derogatory towards them. Like when I see hate comments like that, I'm like, fam, you was already upset before watching my video. So I really don't know how I could possibly I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but yeah, it's like, fam, you need to go figure that stuff out on your own time and figure out why you got issues, because no, that's exactly what it is that people, when they leave comments like that, they know they have some sort of mental issues. You have some sort of mental issues where you go around telling people to kill themselves, calling them racist names and all this other sorts. It's like, fam, a video, a YouTube video, a TikTok, a Twitch stream, a Kick stream, a tweet, Instagram post, Facebook post, MySpace post, I don't care what kind of post that it is, a video or whatever it is should not make you that upset. It shouldn't even make you upset at all. But no, and like to really just give out advice to people where they see things and it upsets them, it's like, bruh, the thing is this, with the internet, you're bound to see stuff that's going to upset you. You just got to hide, not so much as like hide the anger, but more so control it. But I guess like hide your, emotional reaction to whatever it is that you're seeing and stuff. Because yeah, a lot of the times people, they be posting crazy stuff to just get people's reactions. That's why when I see like creators, when they go out and they do like them like dumb pranks, like I just saw the one where the guy was like going around cutting people's headphones, and yeah, in my opinion, I'm like, that's a dumb prank. I'm like, bro, you're better than that. Go do content that's actually going to benefit your career, not because I'm saying, if you think you gonna land movie deals and all this other stuff, trying to go and cutting people's headphones or doing any other crazy prank to them, it's like, fam, it don't work like that. There might have been like some, I think the one only person I've seen where they've done like weird cringy prank videos, and then they made it into the big screens, but it wasn't like they made it into like no Oscar award winning movie. It was like a little side special of a Medea movie and stuff. But no, FouseyTube, he was in, but he didn't have like no major part. Like I think he was like college kid #1 maybe, but other than that, it was like yeah, it was. But I don't think he never really did no cringy prank videos. Like he didn't do. I think did he do one where he was causing kids to cry? I feel like he did one where he was causing some kids to cry. I don't know. I have to like go unless he's deleted all those videos, but I'm pretty sure there's probably somebody done re-uploaded them and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, it's like FouseyTube, I feel like he's one of those guys that wasn't really going around doing like cutting people's headphones or flirting with somebody's girlfriend right there in front of them and stuff, or what is it, trying to kiss some 6'7", 400 something pound dude, like a bodybuilder or a bouncer at a club or something. Like, some of the prank videos I would see, I'm like, or yeah, the fake robbery when I walk up to people and act like I'm robbing them, but I'm really not. So yeah, it's like when it's I'm saying like there's so many videos where I've seen where it's like, bro, you sit down and you ask yourself like, why are they doing that? Like, what is it? Yeah. And that's the thing where I'm like, we all come from different parts of the world. So whatever they find entertaining, that's, on them and stuff. And then it's like, whatever I find entertaining, it's on me. And there's been times where people, they look at the content that I support or that I do, and then, they have an issue with it. And so I've dealt with my fair share of hate comments. I actually did a video where I was exposing the fan base, because they were trying to say for the longest that they're not racist, but I'm like, fam, every time when it's like, it might like be like every 5th or 10th comment, I'm getting called out some derogatory racist name from this fan base. And I'm like, you guys are the only ones I got issues with right now. So I'm saying like it's kind of weird. You're trying to say because the thing is this. Before when I looked at my content, even now, but it's like when I look at my content creating career before I started dealing with this fan base, I was never getting no crazy comments. I was never getting, I might get like a crazy comment occasionally, but most of the time, like when I would get a crazy comment, like it's like outside of beefing, every blue moon, like it was definitely on like some like every 23rd year, like on some Jeepers Creepers stuff. Like I was not getting just random hate comments, but from fan bases, bro, it was all the time. I was like, it was one of those things where I'm like, if I was beefing with somebody on YouTube, I was bound to get like some like when I was beefing with Minnesota Boy, people was like, it was weird seeing like black people call me racist, derogatory names. I'm like, it is possible to be racist to your own race, but at the same time, I feel like it's like it's a double negative. Like it ain't gonna really have no effect on you, because I'm like, fam, you're just as blacker than me. So it's like it's kind of weird. You try to crack all these black jokes on me, but it's like, fam, have you looked in the mirror? Have you seen yourself? So it's from that, from the Just a Robot fan base, I'm saying not so much the Thomas the Tank Engine fan base, because I was just recently talking about them, and that was a fan base I do remember I got into it with them at one point. But no, it was like they never really said no racist stuff about me, not that I remember. I think it was just more so Minnesota Boy and Just the Robots fan base and stuff. So but other than that though, it's like when I would get hate comments from those guys, like I'm saying, like it was some of the most craziest comments and stuff. Like of course having it where they calling me a racist name. I remember from Minnesota Boy, his fan base, one of them had threatened to hack me. They was like, you got 72 hours to apologize, and if you don't, you're getting hacked. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what am I apologizing for? See, that's the thing where it's like, a hater would get so caught up believing in the person that they're supporting and stuff, like when they're they're the person they're supporting, when they're beefing with somebody, they'll get so caught up supporting them and they're not paying attention to what's happening. They're not thinking of, well, what would I do if I'm in TMossBoss's situation? What would I do if I'm in Minnesota Boy's situation? What would I do? Like they're only thinking, oh well, if I go out and show my support towards Minnesota Boy, he'll probably like my comment, he'll probably follow follow me. He'll probably, and people need to understand that it's not about, the followers. It's not about the likes. It's not about none of that. That person just wants control over you. I wish a lot of people understand that, and that's why, like, when, I become a fan of somebody, I'm not that fan where I'm like, oh, I gotta get them to know this. But yeah, I'll probably will talk on it where it's like somebody that I'm a fan of, and I'm, for an example, no, I remember when Charlemagne the God, like, he's somebody that I'm a fan of, and I remember he had, I think it was either he liked or retweeted one of my tweets, and I talked about it. I thought it was cool. I thought that was something. I'm like, hey, look, there's somebody that, I'm a fan of that showed love and things. But it doesn't go, like, on some misery type stuff, where it's like, oh, I gotta, like, keep these guys out in the cabin in the middle of the woods and, hold them hostage. Like, no, I think that's how a lot of these fans be carrying on the internet. Of course, they're not gonna want to admit no stuff like that, and they're not gonna be listening to me when I'm calling them out on carrying on like that, but I think we all know, what road they're heading down when they're like, oh, let me do this for, to show my support towards this content creator and things. I'm like, yeah, that's just, and that's the only thing that they're doing is just repeating what they're saying and, yeah, leaving hate comments. So that's why I'm like, now, yeah, going into the advice giving and stuff, yeah, it's like you can't let that stuff get to you. To any rising or creator that's been going at it for some time, you can't let that stuff get to you, because that's obviously what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to quit. And I was just watching a movie where it was like it was like an old movie. It wasn't like no internet type movie and stuff. It was like a movie in the 70s and things. But no, yeah, the guy was getting like all this hate mail, and that's the thing that people don't realize and understand. And I guess, like, if they really hate that person, then they probably wouldn't even care if they were to die and things. But when you get like at least I'm speaking for myself, I'm like, I ain't never thought along those lines. But there's other people where it's like, yeah, that stuff gets to them, where it's like you're telling them to kill themselves and or you're a waste of life, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, fam, my question is to a hater, to whoever, how does something upset you that badly? Like, that's a question that I would like somebody to answer. How does something upset you that badly to where you do not care about look, it's cool. You don't want to care about that person's life, fine. But leaving comments telling them to end their life, like, it's stuff like that where I will never understand it. For as long as I've been a creator, I have never understood hate. And I've talked on that before, how when I was younger, like, yeah, I had stepped in that category of the internet where I was being a hater towards the YouTuber legend himself, Ray William Johnson. And still to this day, I can't understand why I was hating on him. Like, that's something for the 13 years I've been a creator, and I've seen so many different types of characters. I've seen where, people are, yeah, they'll create a character and they'll create like a persona, and then, yeah, they'll be playing as somebody in their videos. That I can understand. When somebody's being themselves, that I can understand. When somebody's showing love and support, that I can understand. But a hater, I don't understand that. Like, that's something where I'm like, you don't know the person. You've never met that person. They've done nothing to you personally. You've seen, what, 1 or 2 videos, and all of a sudden you just have this idea of who they are. Like, and I know they've had to see, like, the haters and stuff. They've had to see, like, posting things on the internet where it's like, you make up scenarios in your head that's not even true. Like, you got this image of somebody in your head, and it's like, fam, you have whatever image, okay, take this to the heart and stuff, but more so think about it and things. Whatever image you have of me in your head, that art, it has not been done by me. That's some like AI generated art in your head. But overall, I did not paint that picture. So, and the thing is this, I'm not going to paint a picture for, somebody to like it. I'm painting this picture for me. So whoever I am on the internet, fam, that's who I'm going to be. But I'm not going to change up who I am. And like, no, and the thing is this, I'm saying these things because I want people, that's dealing with like hate and all that stuff to take this to the heart. Whoever you are as a person, I'm like, bro, only you are in control over what you want to do when it comes to content creating. There should be nobody in this world telling you what to do, what you shouldn't do, how you should act, what videos you should do, what games you should play, what makeup, whatever type of content that you are into, you're in control of that content. All right, so yeah, it just trips me out though when people they be leaving hate comments, and it's like, bruh, it's a waste of time. Like, that's why cause the thing is this, I don't care for hate comments, so that's why a lot of times like I just be deleting them. And it's funny because haters will try to say like something, and I think they just catch that from a video and then they just repeat it, because I don't think somebody is that dumb to be thinking along those lines. But so the funny thing is that when I've deleted hate comments, because that's something that's that I'm big on. Yeah, I delete hate comments because I'm like, bro, I don't want, like, no, that's like it's like kind of like a smudge on the car and stuff. You don't want that smudge on your car, so what are you gonna do? You gonna either take your shirt, your hand, you gonna do something, but you gonna get rid of that smudge. All right, you ain't gonna want that smudge. But it's like, if I get but in their words, in their head, if I get rid of that smudge and I say, and somebody asks me, do I care for that smudge? And I say no, and then I wipe it away, I care about the smudge. That's literally their words. So when I delete a hate comment, they're telling me I cared about that hate comment. Maybe they have like a different definition of caring, but in my definition of caring, when you care for something, you're gonna take care of it. Like that, like when you're going to aid it, you're going to help it, but you're not going to, it's something that like you look at as something negative and you care about it. I don't get that. Like that's something that I've never understood. I'm like, how can I care about something where when they show the little trash can icon next to it, I press that, I press confirm, and that comment is gone. It's literally trash. That's why, let me just make sure of it. They haven't changed that on YouTube, but and even like when when I have like even have blocked haters and stuff, they'll go and be all like, oh, you care if you block me, and you're just showing that you care and all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't get how like that works. But yeah, it's like they have like a option to remove a comment and stuff. And they don't have like no confirmation thing. They're like, nope, you remove it, comments gone. So, but no, I encourage people to do that. Block your haters, delete their comments, go on about your business. That's literally the best thing that that you can do. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.